How big's the channel?
If I remember correctly, I think he's over 1,000 subscribers, but less than 2,000.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. But I'll link his channel in the description.
Yeah,
For sure.
So it's nice we've got a good mix. Hi everyone, welcome to the Car Guy Algorithm. With me, Doug from Nightfall Drives.
Joseph, Jay's Driveway.
And today, as always, we're going to be taking you through some YouTube recommendations. Do you want to start us off on the track-based experiences, events, whatever?
Yeah,
reviews?
So DannyDC2. I mentioned it before. I know I'm recycling channels, but if you're someone who started doing track days to then actually competing in races, in multiple races at times as well, with multiple categories, you can't go any further. Honestly, especially when he talks about the maintenance behind it, what happened to his cars and the whole story behind it, the stresses that are going into it, or within the motor racing, but actually track days themselves. He does car reviews based on what they're like on track as well. What's it like to drive on track? He's done Integris before. He's done a Rover MG ZS 180. Is it 180?
Yeah.
Which is basically supposed to be the British version of the Integra, right? They basically share very similar mechanisms. He's done it with a GR Yaris. He's done it with a 125 diesel. And very entertaining videos. You know what? Especially you can agree to this. Editing a video is one thing. Editing a video to a specific standard where what you think can be executed in a video, regardless of how challenging or time consuming it takes, is another thing. And he strikes that balance clearly without going over the top. The second you start watching the first like 10 or 15 seconds of the video, you're like, all right, you know what? I'll just sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Chapters them too, especially when they're longer.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mince his words. It isn't like, oh, it's sponsored and then he has to say basically what he likes, which is one of the reasons why I do like watching JN's videos, for example, you know. But yeah, and a very, very talented driver. Very talented.
Oh, yeah. That makes a difference, actually, because they can explain stuff in a way that, you know, they're fully worked out what the car does. And I mean, I've done a little bit of track stuff. We'll get onto that at the end of today's episode, but nowhere near any of the level of these guys, and it's really interesting to see how they, especially what they make of stuff like the Rover.
100%.
It's the MG, you know.
Exactly, and I mean, look, it's when I watch videos like that, it inspires me to want to get back on track again. When I had the Civic, every single time I watch a DannyDC2 video of him being on track or anything like that, it inspired me to want to actually get back on track and try certain tracks too. Yeah. Especially Snetterton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Snetterton, when I was watching, I know it's not a track day, but his actual EP3 racing or the Civic Club racing there, that made me really want to try Snetterton, and I actually ended up doing it that very same year. So, yeah. My track-based recommendations is actually the two kind of linked videos, so maybe I'll do both together and then back to you. But I've gone for the really obvious choices, but I think it's nice to see the contrast. So Chris Harris. Oh, yeah.
Obvious track-based stuff on YouTube. Yes. You know, the original Chris Harris channel. If you go back near the start, he did a day in Anglesey with a F40 and an F50.
Ooh.
And it's the sort of video you just think can't happen very often. Like the owner allowed him to take these cars on track and do crazy stuff.
And Chris Harris is a driver. He will put it for his faces.
Yeah. And it's just so mind-blowing to see these cars that are now worth crazy money just being chucked around Anglesey and the way he did it. And you really get a sense of what they're like as well. And the differences between the 40 and the 50, they're quite different things, really. It must have millions of views, but it's quite an old video, over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I find it quite interesting to go back and see some of the earlier videos from these guys.
For sure.
And then the second one is another Chris Harris, but it's a really recent video, and it's quite nice watching back to back this sort of thing, because he's recently bought an XJS.
Yes, I've seen it. I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
And he's almost, I think, now stopped caring in a good way. So he's just making these rough and ready videos that are
for what he likes.
It's doing what he wants, and he's buying this old Jag to do some upgrades to it, and he's hammering around to go-kart track in it. And really enjoying it, and it's just a fun watch.
Yeah, that's the same track. If I remember correctly, it's in Wales.
Yeah.
But it's the same one where he tests pretty much every car that's coming. Like he did the new M2 there.
Oh yeah.
The Aston Martin Vanquish there. The McLaren 750S there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Glenny Gore or something.
Yeah, something like that. I cannot remember what it's called, but
yeah, I've driven it in a go-kart many years ago.
Oh really?
And I remember it being fun, but I remember being absolutely knackered that day.
Go-kart takes it out of you, crazy. Especially your back. Even if you are healthy with a good back, it's still, yeah. No, those are good ones. Those are really good ones. Well, my second one is it's a toss-up, but I have to go with, again, full transparency, a friend of my channel, actually a genuinely good guy, Yard Speed 13, I think is his full name, but he goes by Yard Speed. And he has a Civic as well, which he's still building a K24 Frank, very similar to like my one on his channel, but he has done a lot more track days than me. Again, his videos, it translates the feeling of actually being in the car, especially the little battle he has. I think he has a friend that has a DC5 Integra Type R, which he does track days with. And again, it's in and around the UK. He's done a Nürburgring one before. And yeah, his channel is very, very good and very informative. Someone who just kind of does stuff in his garage, does the video, boom. A very sound guy as well. Very, very good to watch too. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, how big's the channel?
If I remember correctly, I think he's over 1,000 subscribers, but less than 2,000.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. But I'll link his channel in the description.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it's nice. We've got a good mix of probably a couple of million followers. I don't know how many Harris is on.
That's so true. But the thing is, I think the thing for me is this is why I love YouTube. It's not just the big people that get the traction, or at least for what I like to watch. It's if I like your videos, especially if I like who you are in your videos and how you communicate to me, and if it's relatable sort of thing, I will watch you. And not only will I watch you, I'll actively potentially comment, share videos and things like that as well. Which is how I came across Yardspeed's videos, because he was doing videos before me, and then I got my Civic, and then I inadvertently watched some of his videos on how to fix certain things, and I was doing maintenance on my car. And then all of a sudden, before we knew it, we ended up doing a video together. We met up at a well-known Honda specialist, Honda HQ. And then from there we did a video where he drove my car when I had the K24 done, when he was getting his built. And again, you just meet a whole bunch of sound people in the car community, genuinely. There's a lot more pros than cons when it comes to the people in the car community. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Since starting it, I've come across some really great people, and the opportunities as well, just being involved in this kind of world. It's like
100 million%.
Especially people that are on the way up as well. They sort of want to collaborate and and work together. It's it's a really great community. So
exactly that.
So if we can highlight smaller channels in that way.
Exactly that. Honestly, sound guy, good videos, you won't go wrong.